What's up guys, this is going to be the first video on this channel, the channel Today in MMA. I am your host, Andrew, and I love anything combat sports, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, MMA, anything with a punch thrown or someone potentially able to get knocked out. I love it, and I am just going to be talking about this. Today's topic is going to be on Conor McGregor and UFC 300. I honestly think that they are saving Conor McGregor to fight on this card because we all know UFC 100, UFC 200, the hundreds. Those are always the stat cards. They usually like to put like 2 or 3 title fights on there. And I just think now that Conor McGregor's finally in the USADA testing pool, so 6 months from now, I think that's what they're planning. I think they're trying to save him for UFC 300. And let me know what you guys think. Conor McGregor is a main fighter, right? A main card fighter. He is always at the top of the card no matter what. And I just feel like, what are they going to do to make it, especially if they're going to have title fights on there? They're going to have Conor McGregor on top of all the title fights. And is it really, do the fighters really care, right? Because on one hand, obviously he's not a champion, so he doesn't deserve to be in the main fight. But also, any Conor McGregor card is money, and we all know fighters are in desperate need of money. So it's kind of like both ways, On one side, you got fighters or champions that would want to be headlining the card, right? But at the same time, they know with Conor McGregor on their card, they are definitely going to be paid out. Some red panty nights for all of them, right? So I definitely think that they are going to save Conor McGregor, but I think there's going to be a reason why he is going to be the main event fighter, because I think they're saving him versus Justin Gaethje. I think they're possibly going to put on the BMF title yet again and have them fight for it. And people are probably like, what about Michael Chandler? Well, obviously that Michael Chandler fight is still there, but the more interesting fight is Justin Gaethje and Conor McGregor, because they kind of have beef. They've been talking crap about each other. Justin Gaethje is like, I want to be the guy to end the career of Conor McGregor. So there's definitely some bad blood there. And if I'm being honest, I would much rather see Conor McGregor fight, Justin Gaethje, just because obviously Justin Gaethje is a more dangerous fight than Michael Chandler, because Michael Chandler lost to him. But I feel like that's the only fight that they can do to make Conor McGregor be that main event fighter. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is plausible? Obviously, to let Conor McGregor come back and fight for the BMF title is a little bit ridiculous, right? But that's the only thing that I see for letting Conor McGregor actually be on top of this card for, being the main event. Any other thing I try to think of, it's really not. And I just feel like if he's not going to be in any type of those fights, whether it's an interim belt or a BMF belt, he definitely shouldn't be on top of the list, But, like I said, fighters are going to like that, and some fighters aren't going to like that. But we all know Conor McGregor is money McGregor, whatever you want to call him. I just feel like they're planning something for UFC 300, and after all these crazy announcements that UFC has been doing and fixing cards and stuff, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this happens. But just got to figure out what other fights are going to be on there. But I'm sure it's going to be as epic as UFC 100. UFC 200 wasn't exactly the greatest, because the original fight was supposed to be Jones versus Cormier, but then they changed it to Amanda Nunes and Miesha Tate, I believe. I think that's what the title, or I mean the main fight for UFC 200. So it's definitely lacking. Hopefully they can do better with this one. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. This is the first video that I actually did sitting down on this channel. Let me know what you guys think. Just trying to add to my content. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments other stuff that you'd want me to talk about, and I'll do my best to try and make a video on that as well. But yes, like I said, what are your thoughts on UFC 200? What are your predictions for fights for UFC 200 or 300? Is it going to be 2 title fights? Is it going to be 3 title fights? Which fighters are going to be fighting? I know Alexander Volkanovski wanted to be part of UFC 300, but that's to be seen after, Islam Makhachev, and also, if he does fight Ilia Topuria afterwards. So it's definitely some great stuff happening in the UFC, and honestly, I can't wait for their announcement of UFC 300. I hope that I'm not right, because I feel like giving Conor McGregor that shot at the BMF title, especially coming after like a 1 or 2 year layoff, really doesn't make sense. But that's the thing about UFC. If you have name value, you can pretty much get away with more than others, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.